Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, as you come on, state your name and where you're from. State your name and where you're from. Okay, here, let's see. How has your day been? Hello, hello, Glorstein. Hello, Spain. How has you all day been so far? Go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and share the video. And I'm gonna do the same. Awesome. We have Macon, Georgia in the building. Hello, Jasmine. How you doing? Thank you so much for sharing the video, you all. All right, so I want you to tag four queens that you feel in your heart need to hear what is about to take place. All right. And if you haven't shared the video, share the video. As you come on, state where you're from. Y'all, I'm getting better with this curl. Like I was like, oh, I'm getting better with the curl. Like, I don't know, just going through a phase in my life where I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to just do my whole natural thing and let my hair grow out. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes you just get tired of the same old, same old, same old, same old. And you're like, oh, let me try something else. But that something else might require a little bit more work than just throwing a wig on your head and going about your day, slapping put some gel on the edges, right? But when you want something new, right, it might require a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. How many of you feel good today? Like you feel good. You feel good. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. right, so we're gonna listen to that one more time, get some people some time to come on, Make sure you state your name and where you're from, so we can know that you're in the building, all right? Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Thank you again for those that have shared the video. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope your day is going amazing. Again, as you come on, state your name and where you're from so we can know that you're in the building. If you have not pressed the share button, go ahead and press that share button. But I want you to say to yourself, you, yes, you, the one that's looking at me right now, you are important too. You are important too. I want you to just speak that over yourself, that I am important too. I am important too. All right. Go ahead and speak, decree, and declare that upon your life, because it's important that you know that. It's important that you know that you are important too. The silence is in. And it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to me. Bring it to us, and I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times. All right, so you guys, I hope that on today has been phenomenal for you so far. I hope that it even gets better than what it already is, you know. But I want to talk to you guys today about you realizing or coming to the acknowledgement that you are important too. All right. So I want you to say that. If you have not said that, I want you to say, I am important too. I am important. Hold on one second. Okay, y'all, so I had to take my rubber bands out. I didn't want that to interrupt nothing. So I had to take my rubber bands out. I didn't want y'all to be distracted, all right? All right. I want you to say that you are important too. Okay, so that like really dropped in my spirit today, because, you know, I've been doing a couple sessions. I've been talking to a couple of people today. And one of the things is, so many times it is so easy to put yourself last. How many of you can agree to that? Okay, I want you to talk back to me, right? How many of you can agree that it's so easy for you to put yourself last, you know, where literally a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks have passed by and you have not even put yourself first in line. And so what I began to realize is so many times that we want to be first. We speak these things over our life, and we speak, decree, and declare that, you know, doors are going to open on our behalf and things of that nature, and that people are going to put us first. But what dropped in my spirit today was, do you even put yourself first? Oh man, do you even put yourself first? Or the minute you get that call, you jump, you run, right? The minute your spouse tell you, I need you to do this, you go and do it. The minute your kids need you to do something, you go and do that, right? And so you find yourself putting yourself on the back end, on the back burner. But I want to talk to you all today, because let me tell you something. Your lifestyle is very important. Your livelihood is very important. Your health is very important. And it is so important that you realize that you are important too. You are important too. One of the things that I learned from one of my mentors is like the importance of massages. I've learned that people that actually get massages actually me live longer. I said it. Yes, my mentor, who gets about 3 to 4 massages a week, guess what? He said, massages help you live longer, right? And so, a lot of times when you think of those massages, you're thinking, okay, when I go get my nails done, I'm just going to go in the back and let me give me a massage. No. You need more of like a therapeutic massage, right? Because you are important. You are important. And there's some things that may be going on in your body and you have no idea that those things are going on. You have no idea, literally, that those things are going on. And I remember, I had a conversation with my husband and I was like, you know what? Listen, if you ever think about things to get me, boom, here's the list. I'm a spa girl. I love massages. I love spa. I love relaxation. That's just me. All right. That is just me. A lot of people, when they're choosing to buy a house and stuff, that, they overlook that bathroom. But for me, it got to be the right tub, right? Because I just love relaxation. That's just me. I just love it, right? But what I did not know was, even though I loved it, I didn't even understand the importance of it. Oh, yeah. Even though I love that nature of it, I didn't know the importance of it. So guess what? I didn't make it a requirement for myself. I didn't make it a priority for myself to make sure that I relax. I need you to understand that relaxation is so important. Some of you have been tired and drowsy, and you're like, why am I tired and drowsy? Because you're not relaxing. Now, relaxing and being tired and dry, like you just wasting time, those are two different things. Sometimes you got to get to a state and get to a place where you relax because you're important. And what happens is it'll reboost your energy. It'll reboost your energy. And how did I know that? There's some things that I've tried in the spa and things like that. And I'm thinking by the time I'm done, I'm going to be sleepy, right? But the whole time when I'm done, I have so much energy. And I'm like, wait a minute, time out. Wait a minute, time out. But what I come to realize is these things are a need for us. Why? Because we're constantly on the go. As women, as queens, we're on the go. If you're a mother, if you're a wife, if you're a girlfriend, whatever it may be, if you're a business owner, boss, right? If you're an entrepreneur, you're constantly on the go. But one of the things you have to do is you also have to put in that go, right? You have to put in there a time of relaxation, a time of me time, a time where you are literally allowing yourself, right, to relax, whether it's a massage, whether it's a float, whether it's hello therapy, whether it's whatever, whether it's going to the park and just chilling. You got to find time for yourself. Why? Because you're going to mess around a year from now, 10 years from now, you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? So that's what I learned, in getting massages. What I learned was there were issues with my body that I did not even know I had a problem with. All right. I had issues with my body that I didn't even know existed, okay? And I'm going to give some of those scenarios today because I need you to understand there may be some issues with your body because you're on the go and you're not putting yourself a priority and you don't even know that it's going down. You don't even know that you're dealing with those things, right? You don't even know. And the thing is, some of these issues, a doctor can't find it. A doctor can't, I believe in going to your yearly appointment and all of that, I believe in all of that stuff, but guess what? They can't find some of these issues because they're not looking for some of these issues. And some of these issues are very important. And so I need you to make up in your mind that after today or starting today, you're going to make sure that you put yourself first and you're going to make sure that you are important. You are important. Many of you know I am in my freedom experience for the next 2 months, and I have my group of women that I'm dealing with. And it's just so amazing because some of the exercises, some of the things that we're doing, it's helping, it's helping in our home. It's helping on our day-to-day ventures. It's helping. It's just helping in our life. Let me tell you something. If you want to be free, one of the things you have to know is you have to know how to say no. I'm going to say that again. If you want to be free, you got to know how to say no. You got to know how to say, I'm choosing me today. I'm choosing me today. And I really don't care if you get mad that I choose me. Because the truth be told, a lot of times the people, including your children, right? Including your spouse, right? A lot of times the people that you don't say no to, they easily say no to you. The minute they want to do something, they can easily say no. I mean, no rolls off their tongue without a thought. I know some of you have experienced that, but you got to get to a point where you are delivered from people and you make up in your mind that you are important important too, and you start saying, no, I don't have time to do that. I already have something on my schedule for the day, and it pertains to me. It pertains to me. Don't put yourself on the back burner anymore. You all make sure you're sharing the video. Make sure you're tagging 4 beautiful queens that need to hear this message. I'm telling you, because we can get so busy with society, we can get so busy in life that guess what? We don't see the productivity because we haven't taken out the time to put ourselves first. We haven't taken out the time to relax. We haven't taken out our time to see about us. We haven't taken out that time to see about us. And it's time that we see about us. Okay. It's time that we see about us. Now, so I remember I had got a massage, right? I got a massage. My first massage that I got. My first massage I got, it wasn't a deep tissue or nothing like that, because that was my first massage. And so when I got it, my massage therapist was able to tell me everything that was wrong with my body. All right. And I was like, really? Like, how is this even possible? Or whatever. But one of the things she was able to do, she was able to say, this shoulder right here is horrible. This shoulder is in a lot of pain. And I was like, how do you know that? She said, it's just something that we do. We know this. And so then she asked me, did I have hip problems? I said, no. She said, well, we got to resolve that. She said, because based off the leveling of your hips, by the time you get in your mid 40s, guess what? You're going to have hip problems. No, ain't nobody trying to have no hip problems. Wait a minute. Time out. Hip problems. And then some of you will probably say, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, right? I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. No, listen, no. There ain't no rebuking. If you want to rebuke it, you got to get in alignment. And then you got to put yourself first, and you got to make yourself a priority so that you can get this stuff straightened out before it could ever get worse, right? And so she told me that. Then she was like, and you got knee pain, like you got knee problems. And I was like, well, I always thought maybe I did, but I don't think I do, right? And she said, no, you have them. And I was like, a part of me was like, you don't know what you're talking about, right? But then I was like, you might just know what you're talking about, right? And so I asked her, how often should I go? So for me, it was every 2 weeks, right? And so she started on my shoulder area, you all. She started on this. And some of you know, but when I played basketball, when I got done, this particular shoulder here, it went out every single month. So I stopped playing basketball around 20 years old. And guess what? I'm 32. I started getting massages at 31 or 30 or one of those. And so this shoulder goes out. It went out every single month from the time I was like 20. Okay. And when it goes out, I can't lift. I can't do anything. It's in a whole bunch of pain. And it's as if I only have one arm. Okay. During that time. And it happened every single month. And so that was the first thing that she began to work on. It only took 2 sessions, you all, 2 sessions. And it's been over a year since I've started getting massages, and it has not returned. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing, right? So then watch this. So then she got to my hip area and stuff like that. She says off balance. See, I didn't know it was off balance, but what I did was I took out time for me. And when I did that, see, I listened to my coach. He was like, you want to live longer. Yeah, I want to live longer. What you mean? I want to live to see my grandchildren, my great grandchildren, right? But I want to live where I can still do for myself and I can be healthy, right? You don't want to just live a long time and you're unhealthy. You want to actually live a long time and be healthy, right? And so, she got to my hip area and she was adjusting that for me. And I was just like, so you're telling me I'm like wobbly right now. I'm off balance. How is that even possible, right? She said, well, it doesn't even matter because by the time we're done, you're going to be back balance. I said, are you serious? And one of the things she told me was the body naturally heals itself. You just got to know what to do to your body for it to actually heal. And I was like, wow, right? So then we got to my knee area, you all. And I was like, no, I ain't got no knee problems. 30-some years old. I ain't got no knee problem, not yet. So she said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of your legs first. And I want, by the time we get to the next session, I want you to tell me the difference. So she got to my one leg, you all, and I almost knocked that lady out. I was like, hold up, girl. Time out. That's too painful. Wait a minute. She said, I told you. You got problems with your knees. And so she did the arm massage on my knee, my one knee. And then she sent me home. She told me what to do, things of that nature. And I did it. But the thing that blew my mind was for the 2 weeks until my next session, I had pain in the knee she did not work on. And I was confused because I was like, how is it that I got pain in the knee that she did not work on. Wait a minute. She told me it would be a difference, but I'm thinking the difference would be the knee you worked on was going to be painful because it was painful when you was doing all that deep tissuing, right? But no, it was the knee she did not work on. And so when I got back to her, I said, man, the knee that you didn't work on was in so much pain. And she said to me, she said, sometimes you can get so familiar with pain, man, that you don't even know that it's there. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes you can get so familiar with pain that you don't even know that it's there. That's why you got to understand that you got to start putting yourself first, because you can get so familiar with contentment. You can get so familiar with pain. You can get so familiar with settling. You can get so familiar with putting yourself last that you don't even know that you're putting yourself last. You don't even know that you're not taking out the time for yourself. And guess what? You want to live, you desire to live, but you just existing. I need somebody to say, it's time for me to live. It's time for me to put me first. It's time for me to make myself a priority. And then sometimes, you know, when you get married, you know, we're taught, you know, you got to put that spouse first, especially as women. You're taught, we got to put that spouse first. Who taught you that? No. You still put yourself first. Let me tell you something. It's teamwork. But guess what? That's why I don't like when people say you bring 50%, I bring 50%. No, you bring 100%. I'm bringing all of me, because I was all of me before I got married. You get what I'm saying? And so as I got married, I grow. I continuously grow as a person, continuously grow as a woman, right? But at the end of the day, I ain't put myself on the back burner. Why would I do that? And so many times people will be in relationship trying to figure out what their spouse doing, trying to figure out this, trying to figure out that. But if you were living and you were just pampering yourself and you was putting yourself first and you was making yourself important, some of those things you wouldn't even worry about, because I don't worry about those kind of things. And the reason why, because I keep myself occupied, I keep myself productive. Why? Because I have visions. I have visions, not just professionally, not just in ministry, but I have visions for myself that are personal visions that I have for myself. What are your visions? What is it? All you have to do is take out time for you. You got to take out time for you. And some people are not going to like that. Some people are going to get very angry at you because they never heard you say the word no. But I promise you, you will finally feel free the moment you tell somebody no. I already got something scheduled. You do not want to get to a point 10, 20 years from now, you wish you would have did something. You wish you would have did it different. No, do it different right now. Eat different right now. Start doing things that you think you don't have time for right now, because the truth is, you have time for it. What is it for you to schedule a massage? What is it? Oh man, I don't have the money. You do have the money. I promise you, you got the money. When you calculate the amount of dollars you spend on fast food, the amount of dollars you spend on whatever you spend it on, you know what you're spending on. You got time to get a massage. You got time to do these things for you. Because watch this. The minute you get your first one and you realize that it's helping your body, guess what you're going to do? You're going to what? Make sure you do it, right? And so, you know, I believe it's important. You know, I'm going to be honest, you know, through my pregnancy or whatever, I haven't did it. But guess what? I'm in my third trimester. Let me tell y'all, I'm going to be up in there. I done already scheduled mine into this pregnancy. Why? Because I remember when my massage therapist said, you know, when you get pregnant, right? When you get pregnant, massages are good for you. They're good for you. And they actually make the pregnancy process smoother. So I'm like, I need all the smoothness I can get. Okay. I need all the smoothness I can get. Okay. I'm just saying hello. And so I remember that. But I also remember last year when my massage therapist, I was telling her what the doctor said about when it came to having another child. I remember, and it dropped in my spirit during one of our Freedom Experience sessions. I was like, wait, time out. God is good. I was talking to her and I said, well, you know, the doctor said I would have to go behind the counter. I would have to do this. I would have to do that in order to have another child. And I told my massage therapist that, and she said, no, you don't have to do that. The body naturally heals itself. She said, start doing yoga with me. And I was like, start doing yoga with you. I was like, I can't do no yoga. Girl, I'm still, no. I'm not flexible. No, ma'am. And she said, yoga has nothing to do with flexibility. It has nothing to do with none of that. Yoga helps you become flexible the more you do it, but you start at your own level. So I trusted her and I started doing it. I ain't do that many sessions. No, I didn't. Because, you know, I didn't. I ain't do that many sessions. I'm going to be real. But when I started it, I was just like, okay, I get it. okay, I can do yoga. I can do this, right? And so that's something that once I have my baby or whatever, I'm gonna go back to. But the thing was, it didn't dawn on me to the Freedom Experience session that, man, she told me if I started to do yoga, that I will get pregnant again. And hello, y'all, your girl got pregnant again. Okay. I mean, your girl got pregnant again. Okay. So therefore, her information was accurate. You got to make up in your mind that you're going to do it. You got to make up in your mind. You know, I was telling during the Freedom Experience, I was telling people, you know, we sit down and we get our hair done for hours. I don't have hours. I don't have hours to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for that. Like, no, 4 or 5 hours to be in a salon. I don't have time for all that. No. But one of the things I told the Lord, I said, God, I want to grow my hair. I want to wear my hair. I want to embrace me. Everybody don't want to do that, but I want to embrace me. I want to embrace being me. If you know me, I'm not into the trends. I'm not into the in crowds. I'm not into all of that. I want to embrace my beauty that you've given me, God, you know? And so God, you know, God brought me somebody, a salon that I love, and they only take 45 minutes. 45 minutes. I go in at 2:00. I'm out by 2:45. You know what I'm saying? Bye. Right. And I'm like, yes. And they have not went over 45 minutes yet. So therefore, I'm like, y'all bad. Y'all got it going on. Right. And I say to myself, God, I got to get more discipline in certain areas. I got to get discipline in because I slap a wig on just like that. Right. But I'm telling the Lord, I'm telling myself, no, I want my hair to grow. I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do more for me. You got to make up in your mind that you want to do more for you. You got to do more for you. You do. Even if you got kids, you can still do for yourself and do for your kids. You can still do for yourself and do for your kids. Now, most people that know me, they know my son go everywhere with me. It's rare that he don't go with me. Like, he can't go to the doctor with me because of COVID, right? He can't go to the nail salon I go to because they don't allow children in there. Boom. But for the most part, guess what? My son go everywhere with me. Guess what? That does not stop you. That's just an excuse to stop you from making yourself a priority in your life. If you do not make yourself a priority, nobody else will. Nobody else will. If you're seeking a relationship for a man to make you a priority, for a man to put you first, you are hallucinating, okay? You are living in a fantasy. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that now. You're living in a fantasy. Because one of the things I learned is if you want a hardworking man, if you want a man that's going to provide, if you want a man that's going to pay bills, then you better get out your mind that he gonna put you first, because that first priority is making sure you know, as far as taking care of, yes. But if you trying to, every time you call, y'all doing something or this, that, and the third, you want a broke man. Hello? You want a man that don't work. Can I keep it 100 with y'all? You want a man that don't work. If you want that man where, oh man, y'all always together and all that, you want a broke man. You want a man that don't work. Hello? You want a man that don't work. I'm just being real. And don't get me wrong, some women are okay with having a broke man. Some women are okay with taking care of a man. Some women are okay because they feel like they're the multitaskers, that they will work and do that, and that man just be on her own. No. You want a man that's going to work. You want a man that's going to carry his weight. Because why? Because that is the position of man. Even though we live in a time where women, we do it all, you know, we work, we take care of kids, we do all of that stuff. But a lot of times you're doing all of that except taking care of yourself. Hello? You're doing all of that except taking care of yourself. Hello? No. You need to make up in your mind what you want. What do you want now? What do you want? So you have to make up in your mind, and you got to have communication. Like, you know, I talk about this stuff all the time because I'm like, don't ever think that your man, right? Your man can read your mind. If you think your man can read your mind, you would think other people can read your mind too when you tell them that you already got something on schedule and they're literally saying, okay, can you still do this? Hello, I told you and you didn't even understand what I was saying. So I know you can't read my mind, right? So you have to understand that no, they cannot read your mind. You better open up your mouth. Okay. You better open up your mouth and speak the truth. Tell the truth. Say how you feel or say what you want. You know, we talk about it all the time. Don't expect a man to know what kind of gift you don't expect no man to know what kind of gift to give you if you ain't never told him. If you ain't never told him, just because you go in the store and y'all in the store together and you hear him say, man, I like that. And you got in your mind, you're going to buy that for him on that special day or on his birthday or on your anniversary. That don't mean when you say you like something that he's saying, I'm going to get that for her. Hello, we got to understand, man, I'm telling y'all, like Dr. Miles Monroe say, he said, men are thinkers. We are emotional. We as women, we are emotional creatures, and men are thinkers. Men are thinkers. I'm going to give y'all this scenario. I'm going to give y'all this scenario, and I'm going to let y'all go back to y'all day. But y'all need to start reading some books, okay? Start reading some books, all right? But anyway, Dr. Miles Monroe that's a beast, okay? He was a beast. Lord Jesus, he left a legacy on this earth. He left some valuable information on this earth, okay? If you have not started reading his books, please do, especially if you want a beautiful marriage, you want a beautiful life, start reading his books. All right, so anyway, Dr. Miles Monroe, he gave a scenario, and his scenario was this. All right, so you got Sarah. She's at work, and she's waiting on her husband to come pick her up. All right, John. She waiting on John to come pick her up. So John is late picking her up. Some of y'all can relate to this. John is late picking her up. So she's pacing back and forth, waiting for John to pick her up. She's waiting for John to pick her up, right? And she's getting angry. So then John picks her up, realizing that he's late. He knows that he's late, right? He knows he's late, right? And guess what happens when John picks her up? He realized he's late. He said, I'm so sorry, I'm late. That's it. Nothing else. No cry, no nothing. So he gets back in the car thinking, oh, everything good. She gets in the car and slams the door. Boom. Breathing heavy and all this stuff. And he don't know what's going on because he apologized. So he's thinking it's squashed. It's done, right? So then John say, let's go to the store. And she say, I don't want to go to the store, with an attitude. John is confused. So John say, what's wrong with you? What does Sarah say? Nothing's wrong with me. Clearly something wrong with you, Sarah. You got a whole attitude. But you say, nothing's wrong with you. So then John said, I'm going to go get some flowers. Sarah busts out. You don't have to get no flowers, because if you loved me, you would have never been late. And John says, I apologize. In Sarah's mind, he did not show any emotion of the apology. He just said it. She felt like you show her you're sorry, not say it. Dr. Miles Monroe talks about the difference between a man and a woman. He talks about that. He talks about how you might ask your spouse, your boyfriend, your boyfriend or your husband, how was your day? And I had to literally laugh because when I read this part, I had just experienced this and I was like, what? I was like, how's your day? Oh, it was good. So I read in the book, Dr. Miles Monroe book, right? And she says, how was your day, honey? It was a good day. How was yours? Went in detail. I experienced that right before I read it. How was your day? It was good. How was your day? I went on and on about how my day went. I'm like, so then I asked the question, so what did y'all do? Tamara, it was a good day. I was like, okay, can you elaborate? No need, it was a good day. So Dr. Miles Monroe talks about how men evaluate the day and they put it into a category of it was a good day. And they don't have to elaborate on their entire day, where we as women, we go into detail about stuff and we feel like he really don't want to talk to us. It's not that your mate don't want to talk to you. It's just that's the way he described his day to you, the way he naturally describes his day to you. Once you begin to understand this stuff, You begin to think differently. And the reason I'm saying this is because once you decide to make sure that put in your mind that you are important too, and you start taking out time for you, there's some things that you're going to take out time to do. Like, I never realized that I could read a chapter of a book a day until I made a decision to take out time for me. Take out time for me. And where I thought I didn't have time, I actually do have time. And so now every day I'm pouring a chapter into my life. I'm pouring a chapter into my life. Many of you know in March, I started reading one book. Now we're in the month of May and I'm reading 2 books in 1 month. And I never thought that Tamira, your girl, right, would be reading 2 books in 1 month. But what I realized is I can read a chapter a day from 2 books and not even waste the time that I thought would be wasted. Just like I could take out the time to make sure that I get my massages or I get pampered, right? I can do that, but I have to take out time for me. I have to make myself realize that I am important too. Once you get to a point where you realize that you are important, some of the things that you're worried about, some of the things that clutter your mind, it won't clutter your mind anymore. It won't. It won't clutter your mind because now you're allowing the beauty that lies on the inside of you to flourish. You're allowing yourself to finally live. Finally live. If you're waiting for somebody to put you first, I'm sorry. But then what I also realize is the law of attraction, right? So when you begin to put yourself first, you will begin to attract people that actually want to put you first. And another thing I begin to realize is when you start putting yourself first, that significant other you're with, they're going to notice those things. And next thing you know, they're going to start doing things that you were like, wait a minute, where did that come from? Hold up, time out, right? But they're watching you. They're watching you even when they think, when you think they're not. And so I want you all for the rest of the week to focus on putting yourself first. I want you to focus on realizing how important you actually, how important you are. I want you to come to that realization. And I want you to make up in your mind that regardless of what your day look like, take out time for you. If that day starts off on the wrong side of the bed, go into meditation and speak life unto your life. Do what you have to do so that you can have the better day for yourself, right? For yourself. So I just wanted to get on here and just tell you that you're important too. I hope this helped you. If it blessed you, just hashtag blessed. Hashtag blessed. If you have not shared the video, go ahead and press that share button for me. If you have not liked our page at Increase Global or Tamira L. Bell, go follow those 2 pages for me. Go follow those 2 pages. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I pray that you all continue to have a blessed day. I pray that you put yourself first. I pray that you take out time for you. I pray that you begin to pamper yourself. Why? Because you deserve it. You deserve it. I want you to say it. You deserve it. All right. If you would like to become a part of the Freedom Experience and you want to jump in, even though the month is almost, we only got literally another week, right? And you want to jump in, inbox me so you can become a part of this Freedom Experience so that you can become free and you can start living and no longer existing. You all, Prophetess Tamira Bell, also known as Coach T. You all have a blessed and phenomenal